Hi. Hi guys, it's Mallory, your fellow classmate, and myself from the past. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. It's okay. Breathe. We're gonna be fine. Anyways, today I'm here to talk about and to tell you guys about the Battle of Iwo Jima. You can't read that. We are talking about the Battle of Iwo Jima, and this happened through a 36-day battle. It's literally a 36-day battle, and it happened February 19 through March 26th of 1945. And those 36 days, all of this happened. And shortly after the attack of Pearl Harbor, which happened in December 1941, that is when the Battle of Iwo Jima started to come into play. So what happened before was Japan gained control over most of Southeast Asia and Central Pacific, but the US had command of the Allied forces in the Pacific theater used for line of defenses. And given this information, American military leaders planned an attack on the island that they believed would only last a few days. They were wrong. Anyways, however, the Japanese had secretly embarked on a new defensive tactic, taking advantage of Iwo Jima's landscape and jungles to set up camouflage. Artillery positions. Marines, this is when America started sending Marines and Navy over to take over the land of Iwo Jima. On February 19, 1945, U.S. Marines made a landing on Iwo Jima and were met immediately with unforeseen challenges. First and foremost, the beaches of the island were made up of steep dunes of soft gray volcanic ash, which made getting sturdy footing and passage for vehicles very, very, very difficult. As the Marines struggled forward, the Japanese lied in wait. The Americans assumed the pre-attack bombardment had been effective and had crippled the enemy's defenses on the island. However, the lack of immediate response was simply part of Japan's plan. With the Americans struggling to get a foothold on the beaches of Iwo Jima, literally and figuratively. On March 25th, 1945, 300 Japanese men planned a final attack on America. The American forces sustained a number of casualties, but ultimately handled the attack very well. Although the American military declared that Iwo Jima had been captured the next day, when all was done, more than 6,800 Marines died fighting for the island. This made Iwo Jima the only battle of the Pacific War in which American casualties outnumbered Japanese. Although the number of Japanese soldiers killed 18,844, that was almost 3 times greater than the US death count. Facts about the Battle of Iwo Jima. Actually, there's some really interesting ones. How many medals of honor were awarded? 27 Marines and sailors received Medal of Honor for their service at Iwo Jima. That's the highest number of medals of honor awarded for just one U.S. Marine battle. After the war, Iwo Jima served as an emergency landing site for U.S. bombers. During the remainder of this Pacific campaign, 2,200 B-29 planes landed on the island, saving the lives of an estimated 24,000 U.S. airmen. Why is the year 2020 significant to the Battle of Iwo Jima? The year 2020 marks the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Iwo Jima, an occasion that's been memorialized around the world by all types of groups. And here's another interesting fact that I found recently. There are 2 movies based on this battle. One is called Letters to Iwo Jima, the point of view of the Japanese soldiers who fought in the battle. This movie was made in 2006. The second movie was called Flags of Our Fathers, point of view of the American soldiers who fought in the war, and was also made in 2006.